The Midnight Visitor, a true African horror. In a quiet village of n2o, deep in the heart of the forest, lived an old woman named n2o. She was respected but feared. Whispers claimed she could see and speak to spirits, guiding lost souls between the living and the dead. Some believed she was a protector, while others feared she was cursed. For years, villagers dismissed her warnings about the spirits that walked at night, until one stormy evening when a lost traveller named Kojo sought shelter in her home. That night he would learn why no one ever ignored her warnings, and lived to tell the tale. Kojo was a merchant travelling between villages when a heavy storm rolled in, forcing him off the narrow dirt road. Thunder rumbled and rain poured in torrents, making it impossible to see the path ahead. As he wandered through the dense trees, he saw a dim light flickering in the distance. It was a small, weathered hut, the home of n2o. When he knocked, the old woman opened the door slowly, her dark eyes scanning him. Without a word, she stepped aside and let him in. As Kojo warmed himself by the fire, n2o sat in the shadows, staring into the flames. Then, in a voice as cold as the wind outside, she said, "No matter what you hear tonight, do not open the door." Kojo frowned. "Why?" She didn't answer. She only repeated, "Do not open the door." At midnight, Kojo was startled awake by soft knocking. Knock, knock, knock. Then a woman's voice, low and trembling, whispered, "Let me in. I'm cold. I need help." Kojo sat up, his heartbeat pounding. The rain still poured outside. He glanced at n2o, but she was still by the fire, eyes closed. The voice came again, this time closer to the door. "Please, I'm lost. Help me." Kojo stood. Something about the voice felt off, as if it was both too close and too distant at the same time. He reached for the door. Before he could touch the handle, n2o's bony hand gripped his wrist. Her eyes were wide with terror. "If you open that door, you will never leave this house again." Kojo froze. The whispers outside turned into a low, guttural growl. The knocking stopped. The air in the room grew ice cold. Something was not human out there. As dawn broke, n2o finally spoke. She told Kojo that every year, on the same night, the spirits of the lost came looking for someone to take with them. "That voice you heard," she whispered. "She died long ago, but she is still searching for the living to take her place." Kojo left the village that morning, shaken but alive. Months later he returned, wanting to thank n2o, but her hut was gone. The house was nothing but vines and ruins, as if no one had lived there for decades. Some say n2o finally left with the spirits she walked with for so long. Others believe she was never truly human at all. But to this day, travellers say that if you pass through that forest on a stormy night, you might hear a soft knock at your door, and if you answer, you may never be seen again. Would you open the door? This legend has haunted villagers for generations. Some say it's just an old story. Others know better. Do you believe in the whispers of the lost?